Okay, so we're gonna have one more go. This is my third attempt to make this recording. It is Friday, the 2nd of January, and this is a 2-day update because it's the last day here at Chiva Som, and I haven't spoken to you since New Year's Eve, and I've made some movies of New Year's Eve. I'll note those later. It was actually quite good fun, even though it was lots of old people. They actually played Agadoo at one point, and luckily enough, I had enough alcohol to blot it out. But it was beautiful. Had a really nice meal out on the beach, lovely and mild. Had some fun, and did some dancing and stayed up till about 2 o'clock in the morning. The problem with it was that both of us, because we had drank some alcohol, we felt as if we'd completely derailed the process the following morning. We didn't feel sparky and alert. We slept in. I missed breakfast and felt starving for the rest of the day. And it took a good hour in the swimming pool to kind of to get me back on track. So we were rather disappointed actually with the effects of alcohol on our beautifully cleansed bodies at this stage. But apart from that, it's been really, really good, and I've achieved my objective here, which was to learn to swim, and I've done so in 4 hours, which I'm kind of very pleased about. I mean, I'm not exactly Michael Phelps or anything yet, but I can flip my way across the pool without drowning or sinking, which is quite an achievement. I can hold my breath for 55 seconds, it turns out, so I'll be very, very good at pretending to be dead in the pool. I'll reserve that as my party trick for summers to come, perhaps. So apart from that, it's been really good fun. Not too much of the old crystals and Reiki and all that nonsense that they do offer here, but you can get around it. And I gave that feedback today with the exit interview. So it's been pretty brilliant, and it wasn't so expensive. I'd love to come back again at some stage. So now I've got a final remedial massage where a nice young man will probably rip my back apart later on. Got that to do. And I also have to try and sneak this book into the library downstairs. Wonderful Fergal gave me that for Christmas. It's a book called How Shall I Tell the Dog by Miles Kington, who's a columnist in the UK who died of, I think it was pancreatic cancer. And this is a rather funny series of book proposals that he put together. And I kind of want to sneak it into the library here because he's kind of scathing about alternative therapies, and so am I. I think it's kind of charlatanism, really. And I know that people from Chiva Som might be looking at this, so I'm not going to mention one of the practitioners, the visiting therapist that Andrew went to. I didn't go to, but Andrew fell asleep for about an hour and a half, and the guy sort of did something and didn't explain what it was or anything like that. But I'm sure it's absolutely top-notch stuff. That'll be £120, please. So if anyone wants to give me £120 for me to supervise your sleeping, that'll be fine. You can just email me at daddyyourchipsblog@gmail.com. We'll guarantee to feel better. But I'm not being fair. You can avoid all that nonsense here if you want to. But if you're into that smoke and mirrors stuff, and crystals and flowers and all that stuff, work away. There's loads of it here. But I really like this. He's talking about how everyone knows a little bit about cancer, and that there's about 4 different stories that everyone knows. And one of them is the person that they knew who suffered from cancer decided that whatever treatment they were getting, that some other treatment might be better. So if they'd landed among the NHS mob and they were getting some form of chemotherapy, they'd become convinced that alternative treatment would be better, and they would switch to the shadowy brotherhood of the smiley world of background music and expensive premises in the nice part of town, looking out over restfully manicured gardens, which, it only takes a second to work out, has been paid for by your predecessors on the couch. So there's a little bit of that going on. But I love the final sentence in this. So really, the patient should look out the sash window and say, "That needs clearing up. I can't sit here nattering about the will to live and reciprocal diets while that garden needs attention. Give me a garden fork, a pair of tough gloves and a box of matches, and I'll be back in an hour," leaving the baffled alternative practitioner either feeling out of control or planning a new leaflet entitled "Cancer, a Cure in the Garden." So at that, Next video is going to be us on the plane. We're going to Bangkok tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, and on to Singapore for a night, and then back to what I'm sure is pretty wet and cold Northern Europe. So, Happy New Year again, or Sawadee Pi Mai, as they say here, and talk to you soon. Bye.